Dillon, are you there? Did we make it?
We made it. We made it. We're here. I'm here. You're here. We're all here.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to JDF Sports. Appreciate the patience. I haven't hosted a show in a very long time, so I had to relearn all the schematics, for using big terms, all the schematics, all the buttons and bells and whistles and everything, but we made it, and we are live, and we are ready to talk some football. Appreciate everyone that is already in the comments. Thank you guys for the love. I'm trying to pull up the chat right now because it's not... Dillon, you got the chat up?
I'm not seeing anything on my end with the chat. It must be messed up on my end.
All right. Well, I'm going to pull... There we go. Wesley Burton, what's going on? John, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you guys tuning in. So there's a lot to talk about. We made it, Dillon. We got 2 weeks before the NFL season is here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good to see, no longer are we going to be seeing these vanilla offensive and defensive schemes happening on the field after this weekend because the preseason week 3 is upon us. Once that's over with, we're getting into the regular season and we'll start to see actual tactical football strategy out there on the field. A lot of it has been just evaluation of all of the 90 or so players on these NFL teams. And I just can't wait for them to whittle that down to 53, get on the gridiron on Sundays and show us what they have. I'm excited to see how the teams pan out this year, especially, can the Seahawks go back to the Super Bowl this year? Can the Patriots show us that, hey, they are the team to beat in the AFC like they were last year? Or was it a fluke with the schedule? Can the Titans actually win more than 3 games in a season? I mean, there's going to be a lot of question marks going into the season that will get answered very, very quickly. And I just can't wait for us to start seeing real football in week 1 in just 2 short weeks.
Justin Kearns, word in the street. There's 2 fine-ass gentlemen here. Kearns, I miss you, buddy. Dome Militello, my man. A lot of buzz around the Saints right now.
Tyler Shuck.
He's
the guy. They feel like he's the next coming of Drew Brees there in New Orleans.
They spent some money on Travis Achan Jr., the artist formerly known as Travis Etienne.
Yes.
My guy Dillon Barnes, football, you kidding me? I'm just so excited, man. This is like the best time of the year. I don't know
really
what the weather changes for you guys down in Tennessee. So I've been to Tennessee before. I went in February and it was cold. Obviously you guys get a winter there and you experience it, but is it do you get a fall season down there? And I don't want to sound like an idiot by asking this question. You get a good nice fall.
All 4 seasons. All 4 seasons here in Tennessee. We usually start seeing colder weather end of September, beginning of October. That's when we start to see some of the chill in the air a bit more. We're still seeing mid 90s right now, upper 90s right now. But, usually towards the end of September, beginning of October, we start to see the fall temps kind of slide into the middle Tennessee area here.
Yeah. And so you've got, the crisp, nice weather, sweatshirts and sweatpants. It's going to be crock pot season soon. Football is going to be on. We're soon going to hear the beautiful, beautiful, I'm just going to play it right now because I'm just so excited.
You have to.
We are going to get the NFL CBS Jam pretty soon. I mean, I am just so pumped for it. Preseason's here. Preseason has been okay. Like you said, they're running the same plays they've been running all week. 90 different guys. There's not a lot of starters that have played. So, for example, the Pats, I haven't seen any of the starters at all. There's not a lot of depth on the roster. Mike Vrabel said he didn't want to risk it. You got to see a bit of your guys, right?
Yeah, both games we've seen the Titans play their starters, Cam Ward, Tony Pollard. We've seen Carnell Tate out there. We've seen Ridley out there. We've seen defensive guys out there. Jeffrey Simmons has been out there every game. Cody Barton's been out there. All the starters have been playing for the most part. There have been a few that have been held back because of injury or what have you. But for the most part, we've seen the starters play for Tennessee. I think in the first game they played about 20 snaps. Second game they played about 20 to 25 snaps. They're expected to play about 30 snaps in the third week of the preseason. So they've been going out there getting some reps in, which they need to because they have a new coach, new staff, new players too. So K Moore needs to build that consistency with his offense, and the defense just needs to gel as well. So yeah, there's been a lot of starters playing, which has been good.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that we didn't see any. We might see some this upcoming week for the Patriots. I think it's tomorrow they play the Browns, but I guess that it just wasn't in the cards for the past 2 weeks. I was hoping, we get to see a little AJ Brown action, get to see the defense. There's definitely some question marks there, but nevertheless, football's back. Fantasy season is upon us. I don't know how many leagues are you in this year.
I'll be in 2 as of right now. Actually, probably 3. Now that I think about it, 3 as of right now. We usually wait till the third preseason game is over before we actually draft. So next week we'll have our drafts, but I think 3 has been the sweet spot for me the past couple of years. So I'm going to kind of keep it there at 3, be in those money leagues and not have to worry about the free leagues that kind of steer away my attention, I guess you could say, when it comes to the money leagues this year. So
when it's like the dread of December and you're having a shit season and then you have to manage like teams you don't even give a shit about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that reputation going into next season of Dillon's that guy that if he starts sucking, he's just going to stop. He's just not going to go in, and he's just not even going to touch the waiver wire. I'm not going to do that. Every time I go into a fantasy league, I have to go in every single week, grind it out, get some wins towards the end of the season, show them that I'm coming for them next year. That's how I'm usually grinding it typically. But yeah, typically I've been trying to steer away from a lot of free leagues and things like that. Just make it to where I have 3 money leagues I solely focus on throughout the season and have good seasons for all 3 of those. What about yourself? How many do you have this year?
God, I hate doing this. So I'm going to be in 7 leagues. 2 of them are dynasty. So 2 of them are like not a whole lot of management, maybe some trades, maybe some like crazy free agency. One of them is really deep. So like there's really no free agents available. And then I'm in these other 5 leagues. And every year I tell myself I'm only going to do my 2 main leagues. And I just started a work league. And then I joined another league, and then there's a league that I was going to leave, but I keep winning, so like I can't leave. It almost like essentially pays for my other leagues. I've been in it for 3 years. I've won 2 championships. In the other year I didn't win, I made it and lost. So nice. I've got a pretty good win record there, so I kind of want to keep that going. But yeah, man, draft season is upon us.
I've never done Dynasty before.
Really?
Never have.
It's a fun aspect. It's a fun aspect. It's really cool to like constantly manage the same players and like, so I've had Marv. I drafted Marv, had a really shit first season, ended up getting Marv. He was my first overall pick that year at the 101. Completely done with the guy. And I traded him for Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
Marv in like a 3rd round pick for Garrett Wilson. So like I'm pumped about it. But it's just it's cool to see the different values and like weigh out like youth is obviously a really big aspect. Like I have CMC, gave up a 2nd round pick and a chunk full of backup players for him. It's nice. Like in what world are you going to do that? But that's dynasty. But yeah, fantasy season's upon us. I've been trying to get as much knowledge in as I can. Definitely need to pick your brain about Carnell Tate. He hasn't had a great preseason, had a great camp. They obviously drafted him to be the number 1 guy. So like, I don't know. Do I take the risk?
I think he's going to be out there in later rounds. I think he's still worth a flyer. I would say like earliest I would go with Carnell would be.
I think he's going 5th or 6th round right now.
Okay. I mean, I think that's a safe bet to pick him up in the 5th or 6th round and just have him as a flyer. I think he will build that consistency with Cam Ward. We've seen it with other other wide receivers in the past, top 10 wide receivers especially, that don't necessarily start hot in the preseason, but they really come in strong in the regular season. Jamar Chase was one of those. I think he was like 2 of 5 in
Remember
the
he had
preseason.
the drop issues at
Yeah.
camp his rookie year, and people were like, "This guy's a bust."
Yep. So
Now look
I
at
think
us.
Carnell will be fine. I think Carnell's done enough, and also Robert Saleh came out in a press conference this past week. I think Paul Kaharski from paulkaharski.com was the one who asked the question and said, with Carnell, do you have any concerns about Carnell in these preseason games for him not having the productivity you would expect him to have after having production in practice against these teams in their joint practices? They've had joint practices with both teams so far in the preseason. They have another joint practice happening tomorrow against Chicago Bears. So they've had 3 joint practices total this preseason. He's actually done pretty well in the joint practices. But Robert Saleh said, "Look, if we want him open, we're going to scheme him open. Like it's going to happen. You don't have to worry about the preseason. It's all vanilla." All vanilla offense, vanilla defense right now. If we needed to scheme a guy open, we will get him the rock.
Mm-hmm.
So having that confidence, your head coach coming out saying, "Don't worry about it. We're going to get him the ball." I think it should pay dividends in the season to think that Carnell is going to be just fine with Cam Ward back there behind center in the Titans offense.
That's a good vote of confidence there, because I was feeling a little uneasy. Because I like Carnell Tate. I've heard a lot of good things about him. I think obviously you need to give Cam Ward a number 1. I think him and Ridley, like 1A, 1B. You know, you have the veteran guy who like they brought in to kind of be the number 1. Then you drafted your guy. They obviously want Tate to be it, but maybe they can use Ridley to like take the pressure off Tate a little bit. But I've actually been taking Wandale later on in some of my drafts that I've been doing mock drafts.
Wandale's going to be,
because that's Dayball's guy.
Yes. He's gonna be catching a lot of passes for sure.
He'll be targeted
a lot. Yeah, he'll be targeted a lot in this offense. So I think he's gonna be the safety blanket at the beginning of the season. You will see a lot of production from Wandale early on in the season. Then as they get comfortable with Carnell Tate and also Ridley, as he stays healthy, hopefully, I think you'll see more of them get worked into the lineup itself. But to begin with, I think Wandale Robinson is a very, very solid pick to pick up, especially in PPR leagues. I think that's going to be a huge get for someone because he's going to be getting the ball a lot in this offense.
Yeah, I mean, if he's targeted, 7 to 10 times a game, I mean, that's definitely numbers to reach for in fantasy. That's kind of what you're looking for. And if it's going to take Tate a little bit and Ridley has some injuries that might, keep him on and off the field, and Wandale's that consistency, I think you're going to get a lot of value with a guy like Wandale later on. So, well, speaking of some NFL news, the Browns have named Deshaun Watson their starting quarterback. Though I'm not surprised, Dillon, I do want to ask you. There's been a lot of buzz around the Browns. He was upset that he got booed last week. He's been playing, or 2 weeks ago, he's been playing like shit. Let's be real. He got booed and then said that he was upset because this is the same field that he tore his Achilles on. Now, my question for you is, do you think that them naming Deshaun Watson as the starter is like, okay, we need to see if this experiment has failed? They obviously paid him a lot of money. They gave up Baker Mayfield, who's a competent starter in this league. At the time that Deshaun was playing, he was a top 5 quarterback. People were like, who's going to run the league? It's going to be him and Mahomes. He gets drafted out of college, and is it Dabo Sweeney, the head coach of Clemson?
Dabo Sweeney, yeah.
Dabo Sweeney, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Said that you're going to get the Michael Jordan of college football. And, he obviously hasn't panned out. So, like, I just think that there's so much going on. But I kind of was, I guess I saw it because Shador didn't take that step. So, like, are they just giving him the last, like, let's just see if Deshaun can do it? Or do you think that this is actually like a winning play?
I don't think it's a winning play. I think you're right in saying that they're just giving Deshaun one more chance. I hope that Deshaun got this phone call when he was on the massage table. I really think that he probably did. You know what? Being so upset about fans booing you, obviously they're going to boo you. How much money did that team spend on you to come into Cleveland and be the savior for that team, to be the starting quarterback, to take them into the promised land, take them further into the playoffs than Baker Mayfield could have, and be the guy for them long term? I mean, they spent so much money on him. And how many games has he played since he went to Cleveland? Like
Like 20?
19,
Yeah. Let's
20?
look at that.
Like, you need to show this fan base that you can go out there and win games for them. And
And
I think this is what the franchise is saying. Look, we're giving you one last shot. We have a guy behind you that can be the starter. Hopefully, we're hoping he can mature even
you're
more
right, it's
so being on the
19.
bench behind Deshaun. It's 19, yeah. So he's had 19 games to prove himself, and he hasn't. And that's all he's done, especially having injuries, things like that, and all the off-field issues he's had. I think at the end of the day, the Browns are going to be excited to be done with the Deshaun Watson project experiment, I guess you could call it, at the end of this season. I think they have an out in his contract at the end of this season. So they'll still have some dead cap to worry about, but that's something of their own doing that they just have to work through at this point. I think Shadur is their guy as of right now. After Deshaun's done, I don't think Dillon Gabriel has a shot there anymore, which is interesting. They just have so many quarterbacks on that roster. It's just like whack-a-mole out there in Cleveland. Just get rid of Deshaun, figure out if it's going to be Shador, and if it's not Shador, try out Dillon Gabriel again, see if he can work for you. If it's not him, then go to – and then there's another quarterback on their roster too, another young
Yeah,
quarterback
they drafted a rookie.
Yeah, they drafted a rookie as well. So they have all of these quarterbacks to choose from. Deshaun is not the guy long term. You know, he was the hot new name so many years ago now that he's irrelevant at this point. Like if you tell someone Deshaun Watson's name now today, not many people would know who he is at this point because he's just
Right.
been so non-existent for the NFL world since he got injured. And being in Cleveland, that kind of does it for you. You just go into a black hole essentially. But Shador will get the start in Cleveland. I would say by midseason, you'll see him starting for the Cleveland Browns. But as of right now, they just want to trot Deshaun out there and say, "Look, we tried. He's not it. We tried. Shador's here. Let's try Shador."
Well, what's interesting about all that is the Browns' first 4 games of the season. They open up the season against the Jags in Jacksonville. And then the next week you open up against the Buccaneers in Tampa. So the fans hate him right now. He has an opportunity the first 2 weeks to really go out there and prove on the road before he comes back and he plays the Carolina Panthers in Cleveland. I don't think expectations are very high for the Browns this year. I think it's simply just the Browns being the Browns like they are on a regular basis. But I don't know. I kind of feel like you had something a little bit with Shador. I don't know if Deshaun gives you that extra bump. Like you said, he's definitely not that guy anymore. I don't know. I think that they're I think we've seen everything. Like you said, 19 games over the past 3 seasons. I think we've seen everything we can. This is a failed experiment. I don't know why the Cleveland Browns just don't cut ties and just go focus on, to your point, Shador, Dillon Gabriel, this rookie that they drafted who's like a mobile quarterback. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's just something else needs to happen here. And this is obviously why the Browns are the Browns.
Yeah. I mean, and also Todd Monken coming in too, first year head coach. I don't think he necessarily wants to start with a rookie, well, not even a rookie quarterback, a second year quarterback who didn't really show too much last year. I guess showed some promise at times for the Cleveland Browns, but he's still very immature.
Yes.
Just listening to Shador talk on the
Listen to him
sideline,
talk, yeah.
he's so immature. He's not a leader. He's not a leader right now. He's not a leader of an NFL team right now. So I think that Deshaun Watson at least has some sort of stability to his game that Todd Monken probably finds alluring at this point, especially to start his tenure as the Cleveland Browns head coach. But he's going to find out very, very quickly that Deshaun's heyday is over with. The peak of his prime is well beyond us. And I think that we'll figure out very quickly that Deshaun is no longer the phenom that we were seeing in Houston.
When do you think he's done? When do you think they move on from him this season?
Give me some more of the teams. So week 4, who did they play?
The Steelers in Cleveland.
Steelers in Cleveland, and then week 5,
The Jets in
week
New
6,
York. The Ravens in Cleveland.
week 7.
You guys in Tennessee.
Okay, that's right.
So that's an
week
L
8
for them, right?
should be week 8.
Go. Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Okay, when's their bye week?
I'm assuming it is the following week because there's a pretty big gap.
Okay, so week 9, 9, 10, something like that. I mean, I could easily, if Deshaun,
week 11 is their bye week.
Week 11 is their bye week. Okay, I don't think they're gonna wait until their bye week to make a change.
So let me ask you this: who's their starter week 10?
I think at this point it has to be Shador.
So you think
I think
by week 10 they cut ties with Deshaun? And
I think so. I think
Shador?
so. I mean, unless Dillon Gabriel shows them something in practice after Deshaun goes out and they start giving Shador first team snaps and they give Dillon second team snaps and maybe Dillon shows them something in practice. I'm not sure. I mean, at this point, I would say it's Shador though.
Brian, my man, showing up. Brian always shows up.
Is he on Twitch or is he on YouTube tonight?
He's on YouTube.
He's on YouTube. Are you a YouTube guy now, Brian?
Brian's a maniac.
You were on Twitch before, now you can YouTube. Always watching JDF though.
Brian, we
always shows up. He always shows up.
Brian's been my boy for like years now. Brian, how long
Love
you been like fucking with us? I feel like it's been like. Oh, there's Murph with the toy.
Oh, I saw him
in the background. I feel like it's been like 2020, Brian.
What do you think about the rivalry jerseys, Brian, for the Packers?
I don't like any of them.
I mean, I like the Packers. The Packers look pretty good, actually.
Where's Fonz when you need him?
Right. The Titans ones, I mean, not to be biased, I think the Titans ones are fire. I think they're the best looking ones they have out there this year.
Let's see. The Music City ones?
Mm-hmm.
I like the Colts ones.
I mean,
I was waiting to see your reaction.
But the thing is, like with the Colts, though, they don't really do anything different. We've seen the blackout jersey before from the Colts.
We have a couple.
They don't do anything different for me.
Flew in.
Yeah.
Wherever the
Lions,
takes me,
the Lions look like the Panthers.
They do look. They look exactly like the Panthers.
Exactly like the Panthers. The Jaguars look like 50-year-old women going into a Zumba class with the cheetah print pants on. Like, what is going on with that? Who approved that?
I'm going to pull up. I actually like the Jags.
You like the Jags uniforms?
I do like the Jags
with the
uniforms.
Jaguar print pants?
I do.
Ugh. Ugh.
Let me see. I'm going to pull them up for everyone.
I don't know about that.
We got my boy Dan. Dan, what's up,
Dan?
buddy?
I don't know about that. Jaguar print to me, like, why? Why? I get it. You're the Jaguars. Haha, very funny. But, like.
I just saved this. Where is this photo?
Are they going to play bingo after the game or something? Like, I don't get it. Rocking at the Villages afterwards? Like, come on.
There we go. All right, let's pull this up so everyone
can see. Show the people the Jaguars Jaguar print pants.
God, this is going to look like shit.
It's okay.
Yeah, the Detroit Lions are literally the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
You guys actually do have some nice jerseys. Not a fan of the Bears jerseys.
It should say Indiana instead of
It should say Chicago.
Illinois or Chicago. Yeah, I should say Indiana instead.
Packers are. It's got like an old school feel to it. I don't hate it.
I like it. I like the old school vibe of the Packers.
I don't like the Colts at all.
No.
The Vikings has like the cool emblem on the shoulder. It's all right.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
comments, everyone, if you've looked at them, what is your favorite jerseys? Wesley said, need a meme of Sanders from Old Yeller. No, Cleveland. He's my predecessor. I'll put him down.
So he doesn't think Shador is going to be. Does he not like Shador, or he doesn't think
No,
Shador is going to be the guy in
I think
Cleveland?
he's saying that Shador needs to put down Deshaun Watson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I could see that.
Kearns
Yeah, he does.
doesn't like Murphy, which is just blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
Brian said 5 or 6 years. He likes the Packers ones a lot.
Okay.
Kern said
I
the
like him.
Lions
I like
are
him too.
booty. Oh, Fonz is here. Fonz in the comments.
Fonz.
Perfect timing.
Tell us, rank them. Give us your top 3, Fonz, in the comments.
Let's hear it.
Top 3. Give us your top 3 rivalry jerseys.
He said, I think 2025 took a lot of risk. They either paid off or looked off. This year, most teams played it safe, but also looked good. Both drops were good in different ways. Finally, something I agree on. Jag print pants. Thumbs down.
See? So bad.
He thinks the Titans will look better on the fields.
You know where they look better in? A night game.
Yes, like a Thursday night game.
Where they're like, hey, everybody, welcome to Nissan Stadium with your Tennessee Titans in their Music City jerseys at 12 o'clock on a Sunday. Like, stupid. They're so dumb.
Fonz, you never texted me. Oh, man, Fonz said he texted me to let him in the show, and I never answered him.
Dang.
Fonz, don't tempt me. I'll send you a link.
Yep.
Wesley said Colts uniforms, of course, are the best.
And
then Fonz said he's boycotting the NFL until the Pro Bowl is back or Mike Vrabel is suspended. I'm going to ignore the Mike Vrabel thing because I know he's trying to trigger me.
Dang.
But
I mean, obviously that's not going to happen.
Yeah, of course not.
We're so far away from that storyline now. Did the NFL say they were investigating? No, they didn't say they were investigating.
No, that's done. It's
they said they're not going to investigate it or anything.
Yeah. He morally did something wrong. Obviously, he cheated, and cheating is wrong. You should never cheat.
I mean, but then also there was some scoop that Diana would get that would post, and it sounds like Mike was the person who was giving it to her, and it might have influenced some trade. Well, giving her that too. Influencing some trades maybe in the league. Not the best look for Mike Vrabel.
No.
Not the best look for Mike Vrabel.
No, what a horrible. I'm so glad that's over with. Fonz the only one keeping it alive. Dan said, what else would Titans do with all 1 p.m. games?
I know. Don't tell me. Don't remind me. I know they're all 1 o'clock games, 12 o'clock games for me because I'm in Central Time. But I'm a season ticket member. I sit there every Sunday at noon trying to drink at 10 a.m. in the morning for a game. I mean, oh well.
Fonz
Life of a Titans fan.
He's going to give us he's going to give us his top 5.
Yes, please. Please. With notes.
Yes, with notes, please.
Fonz, with notes.
I'm sending you the link now. So, Dillon, I did want to bring this up because I have some feelings about it. We're going to switch gears here a little bit.
Yep.
I cannot stand this new rule of NFL players going back to college football. What are your thoughts on it?
I get it. I understand why. I understand why there are players out there who are on practice squads who see the writing on the wall for the NFL to say, my dream is not a reality right now. However, in the college game, LSU's calling me with a bag. They calling me with an NIL check listed out to me that I can go cash today. I'm going to go do that for a year, develop more in the NCAA, and then go back to the NFL next year.
I understand
with the same team that draft me. I get it from the player perspective. I don't like it because it set a terrible precedent moving forward. The NIL whole thing should have been avoided completely. NIL itself could have been avoided by the NCAA if they had instituted something I had actually recommended years ago. I said, look, all of this money that you're wanting to pay players, great. If you want sponsorships, if you want proceeds or not proceeds, profits from jersey sales, things of that nature, put it into a pool. Make it to where each team, each school, like SEC,
The
football
Big
will
Ten made a
get
rule they will not do it. I think it was the Big Ten.
SEC did as well. SEC did today or yesterday, I believe, was when that came out too. So both Big Ten and SEC are both saying no for NFL players, NBA players, WNBA players, any professional sport. If you signed a contract with them, if you received money from them, if you did not withdraw your name from drafts properly, then you cannot play in college football. You cannot play in our league. So 2 leagues so far. It sounds like NCAA will probably try to do something about it eventually. But
the NCAA is
as
a
right now,
shit show. What a horrible run organization.
it is. What they should do, they should put together a fund and they say, look, we are going to pay you X amount of dollars based on what sport you're playing. So obviously football, highest revenue of all college sports, make it to where that gets the highest percentage, then basketball, then baseball, then soccer, then whatever. Make it to where there's small percentages for each of those. If you finish all 4 years of college playing the sport that you're in, we will give you a stipend for the time you spent in that sport. A percentage from this fund that we got from TV deals, that we got from donors, that we got from wherever it is, just a fund, an overall fund to where everyone gets a piece of the pie. Instead of it being like, okay, we're going to give Johnny Manziel millions and millions and millions of dollars because he sold so many jerseys and whatnot. It should be like a tip share, essentially, like for servers. Make it a tip share system instead of making it to where you have NIL, to where there's like a salary cap now for NIL money you can spend every year. And it just made it to where these players are getting so much money. I'm not against giving players money. I think college players should get money. They are going through two-a-days for most of their practices. They don't have time for a job. Their job is their sport and school. That's all they have to do. They have no way to get extra income whatsoever. So make it to where you get your scholarship and things like that through school, obviously, but some sort of stipend on the side is fine. But giving them millions of dollars in NIL money was a terrible decision by the NCAA. Terrible. And they were the ones who created it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this whole thing could have been avoided if players were just paid, right? Now they have the NIL and they have, all these different ways of generating income, and it's obviously ruining the sport in a way. And then on top of that, you now have like guys who have been waiting their turn. Like, the guy in front of me, this tight end from Ole Miss, from the Browns, was Daquan something. A tight end on Ole Miss. He's going to retire. He's going to the league. He's going to be done with college. And then I'm going to get my spot. This is my time to shine. And obviously it didn't happen in Ole Miss, but let's just say you're playing for LSU and you're fighting for a roster spot. A guy that it didn't work out for him in the NFL gets a chance to come back and play in college. It should be, you're done. You made the decision, When you leave a job, it is very hard for you to go back to said job. You need to reapply. You need to hope that things align correctly. Nope, these guys are just like, yep, no, I'm just going to enter the pool. It's now being treated like a free agency.
Yeah.
Couple of comments here real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to set phones up. Couple of things. Dan said it's stupid unless you make an age gap where the cutoff's like 21, 22 years old. Wesley said, correct me if I'm wrong, college basketball players used to be able to go back to school after having entered the NBA draft if they choose not to sign with an agent. Could still be the way. I believe that's still the way.
I think so.
Wesley said, should NFL do the same thing? And then my buddy Andy said, new rule, only way to make money is by selling feet pics in the NCAA. Couldn't agree more.
Instead of OnlyFans, only college students?
Yeah.
Only college student athletes?
Yeah. But, from an NFL perspective, it changes nothing. Changes nothing from an NFL perspective. Go and try. I mean, a guy goes back to college and has an unreal season. Now is he getting drafted in the second or third round next year? He tried it. He was an undrafted free agent or whatever. and then he goes back to school. This tight end, for example, he has an amazing season, puts up great numbers, and now he's a 3rd-round pick. Like, sure, that's what you want to do. That's fine. But from a college standpoint, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work, from the perspective of the players, from the teams, right? Recruiting is a huge part of college football. Huge part of college football. Now you don't even have to recruit. You're just going to wait for guys to not make it on NFL rosters or make a decision to go back to college, and they're going because of the NIL. This would never be a conversation if, because guys make the decision at the end of the year. They play, and then they go, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to try to make my way on an NFL roster. I'm either going to be an undrafted free agent, I'm going to get drafted late, I'm going to be, a good prospect you drafted early, whatever. But now, because of the NIL, you can go make money and you can go be good in college and ride out your time and say, maybe the NFL isn't for me. I'm going to go back and ball out in college. And from the owner, from the heads of college football, that's great because you're going to have more talent on the field, which is exactly what they want.
Right.
But from a school to school perspective and from a player perspective, absolutely not fair.
Yeah.
Not fair.
I agree.
Andy said only feet. Dan said college already is the wild, wild west with the NIL and guys transferring like hotcakes. Yeah, I mean, the transfer portal, whatever. I do it in NCAA, my road to glory. I started out with Sacramento State. Now I'm on Florida Gators, so happy about that. But
there you go.
I don't know. It's the worst run organization, and I think that this rule is stupid. Not from an NFL perspective. I could give two shits from an NFL perspective. From a college football perspective, not fair to the organizations, not fair to the players that are trying to fight for roster spots. You had your chance to shine.
Yeah. Do you think this will push leagues, not necessarily leagues, like SEC, Big Ten, to become their own entity? Conference instead of NCAA, breaking away from the NCAA. I know the SEC has talked about it in the past couple of years. There's been rumblings about the SEC breaking away from the NCAA, doing their own college football playoff and things like that. Do you see things like this leading to that breakup with the NCAA?
I don't know. That's a really good question. From like a conference perspective, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, from like conference perspective, making it to where either a conference breaks away and just says they're.
I mean, if the SEC broke away, they're gonna rule the world.
They would. Yep.
Fonz, what are your thoughts?
Thoughts on what? Hello. What would you like my thoughts on? Let's talk about that Browns
college football. College football.
The Browns player going back to LSU.
Yes.
Essentially. All right. So also, thankfully, you guys can hear me. Get nervous here. Setting up last second. The guy basically did a summer internship with the NFL, and I feel like once you get drafted by the NFL or undrafted, the second you put on the pads and go to a practice, your eligibility is done. That's might be like it's like the weirdest thing like overall too. It started a little bit I think in college basketball like a year or 2 years ago, and I'm like, there's no way this is gonna like transition to the NFL or college football. How's that gonna work? It's just the NIL deals and all that stuff too. It's just ruining kind of the game of it too, even for like a casual college football fan like myself. Like I'm not like a hardcore like I got a team to root for, but like it turns off a lot of people, I feel like. And also you got to feel for the kids coming into LSU or any school for that matter. Be like, I worked all summer to get this opportunity. I chose this school because I thought I'd play right away or at least get the opportunity. And then just nothing after that. So Kevin, I got a pop-up here. It says, "Loud director, change your audio mic." Is that good? Should I okay it or not okay it?
Yeah, click it because you're set to the wrong mic. You should be your roadcaster, right?
Okay, yeah. Am I on?
Oh my God!
There
you sound a million times
You
better.
sound so much better.
I tested it before and it worked perfectly fine. That's
also
why.
Weird, Dillon, that I have the ability to change his microphone. Like I could see all of his plugins on.
No, it's so weird because I had it set exactly to it. I guess it switched once, maybe because I said something about the whole Mike Vrabel thing, which by the way, he should be suspended. Let's just get that out of the way. I mean, let's be real. He's a fake tough guy. I mean, this guy, I can't stand that guy. He brings a dog to the press conference now. We're going to do that now. I mean, really, please, Mike Vrabel. Loser. That's what he
wants to, distract from that conversation. Here's a puppy.
That's all he wanted to do. He used the jerseys as a way to get the link so that he could say that.
I could talk about the rivalries rankings too.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on those.
I I like the fact that teams are doing this now. I know the NBA did with the city jerseys, the MLB City Connect. The NHL's doing it, I think, with the hometown remixes too, which I'm excited to see those. I like how they're kind of incorporating it. Jerseys are traditional, they're classics, and I like that. But I like the variety in something fun, and I think we're seeing that with the rivalries. I do give them credit compared to the NBA, where it's a 3-year cycle. I think doing it every single year can get a little bit repetitive. We saw with the NBA. MLB did a good job with it. I don't know, Dylan, you probably know with the NHL, the hometown stuff, it might be just a 3-year, 4-year rotation. I don't know what it is exactly, but stick with that. You don't need to change it every year. The NBA did, and I love variety, but after a while, it's like they ran out of ideas like very, very, very quickly. So, but as far as this year's rivalries drop, compared to last year, like I said in the comments, the first year with it, very outlandish. Look, a lot of them did over the top stuff, a little bit out there. Some worked, some necessarily didn't. This year, a lot of teams pretty much played it safe. Some teams did their standard alternate helmet. They didn't change anything. So but they're all still good in their own right. So I think it's a tale of two for two different eras. The first one was crazy. This one was like they played it safe, but they all look good in their own ways.
Before you get to 2026, 2025, which jersey was your favorite?
I did like the Jets one when it first came out because of the Gothic font numbers. I thought it was I like that Gothic font. The Mets have it with theirs. It's really good. But once I saw it on the field, I really did like the Niners one and the Cardinals one. That's the case too, where I didn't like them, but once I saw them on the field, I was like, oh, these look really good. And also depends on who they play. That's another big factor that we got to talk about too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I really liked the Patriots ones last year too. Like you said, they were kind of outlandish.
That's another one.
Dillon,
sure.
I really liked the Patriots ones last year.
I didn't like the quarterback throwing it with it, but
everything about the Jags jerseys I'm with. The pants,
a
little sus, very zesty.
No,
very
zesty. But again, Dylan, I look at rivalries uniform. That's the case where they did go out of the box a little bit, and some people like it, some people don't. The point of rivalries is supposed to be a little bit. Oh, Jesus.
Rare. We're the Jags.
We're the Jags.
Trevor Lawrence, sunshine.
I think the Jaguars, they did the teal pants, it would match the helmet. I like the AB look. Like, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. But again, that's the case where they did something a little bit crazy, not too much, but I think it works. I think the teal helmet was a good call for them. And I said in the chat, oh God, the Titans one, that has potential. Like I like the helmet. The light blue helmet's great. The Titans, I need to see how it looks on the field because I have a feeling I'm going to love it once I see it on the field. But I'm surprised they didn't do any red. If I'm not mistaken, I don't see any red involved in it whatsoever. I don't think we do like red on the.
Yeah, I don't think they had any red in it.
Because some uniforms they've had, like, I know the logo you have on your hat. I think now they have a little bit of red, not too much, but I figured
it's just the stars that's red, right? Or is it the circle?
Or
maybe the old one. Maybe the old one I'm thinking of too.
For the Titans' new logo.
Titans' new logo. It's the actual. It's the circle.
But there's no red in it anymore. I guess then
the circle is red. That's it.
The circle,
I think, right?
But
now you're making me question myself.
But I knew the Titans were going to do a Navy rivalry jersey because when they got new uniforms, they did the light blue and the white. I'm like, all right, so the rivalries one's going to either be red or Navy, most likely probably Navy, and maybe an alternate one down the line too. But again, it's a case where I got to see that one because out of all of them, that's the one where I'm like, I do want to like it. It's got to see how it is on the field. My favorite current one right now, the Texans one.
I like the Texans one a lot.
I think the Texans are in the conversation. I'm sorry, Dylan. I know the Oilers. I know. I know. I'm sorry, but like,
yeah.
I like the details of the tiles on the collar on the arms.
Tiles are cool. Tiles are cool.
If we're talking about which team has the best, they call them now the uniform closet, who has the best road, home, two alternates, and rivalries. The Texans might be in the conversation as the best overall, like uniforms. I think like the home and road are sweet. I love the battle red with that horn helmet. And the H-Town alternate looks really good, too. That's in the conversation for me as, like, the top-tier best. So, no bias aside, I don't think the Ravens ones are great. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I really do think the Texans are in that conversation.
I cannot stand. We've talked about it every year, it seems like. I cannot stand Houston feeling like it's our color. This is Houston blue. It's part of the city now. It's a part of the franchise that used to be in your city that you were unfortunately not wanting to fork money over for to build a new stadium. That's the reason why they left in the first place. So why the hell do you think that color is yours? It's not. It never was yours.
They're embracing
the team's color.
Would you be mad if the base was that color? I think it'd be a lot worse.
It would be a lot worse. It would be a lot worse. But it
fun.
just it looks to me like I think I saw a jersey comparison, kind of like the Lions jerseys a little bit.
Yeah, the Lions. I really am upset with the Lions. They have
Lions. Yeah, didn't look good.
That's another case where I think they have a good uniform closet overall. And I was like, I think they're going to go all out with the rivalries. And it's going to look really good.
No, the
They played it safe. And I think if you use your alternate helmet in the thing, you don't do a brand new helmet, you dock a grade in my book.
It looked like the Panthers. I told Fitz this earlier. It looks like the Panthers jersey.
It does look very. The Panthers uniforms are good too. But it's one of those things too where it's like, but fun fact with the Texans, they did the white-based helmet because when they first announced as a franchise in Houston, the prototype helmet they did in the press conference was the white with the Texans logo, and they never released it. So they said that's why they made the rivalries the white to show off like that was their original kind of plan. So it was like, again, cool little add-ons of why they did certain things. It looks good overall. The Ravens one, I got to wait till 2028. Next year's is the NFC West and AFC East. No, AFC West, NFC East is next year. Then the final year is NFC South, AFC North. Ravens one, I gotta wait. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm excited for it. I see this is the talk I like. We don't know exactly what we're gonna do. I want to see the Chiefs one. I'm intrigued because they're boomers. They don't do alternate uniforms. They never had an alternate jersey in there ever. So I don't know what they're gonna do for a rivalries jersey.
Yeah, I think that would be nice to have a bit more creative exploration for these jerseys. Like you said, the first year I think was that way. They made some different funky combinations and such. The one thing I loved about the Titans jerseys, my favorite part of the Titans jersey, I guess one is the neon looking numbers they have on their jerseys, which is really, really cool. But the guitar strings are actually amped. So it looks like squiggly lines, but it's because it's like plugged in to where they're vibrating because of the city being so, vibrant, things like that, which is pretty cool. So I love the small aspects like that, just reading why they made these certain changes. I'm sure Houston had the same thing too. I just don't read their content. But I just love
about the helmet. That's it.
Right.
That's why
right. Yeah. And the tiles. But yeah, I mean, I love the little aspects in those jerseys that they just showcase the city a bit more. It's always cool to see.
If I had to do my top 5, or at least in the top 3, just off the top of my head, the one for me, Texans. I love the Vikings one. The Vikings probably my number 2. I love that one, and I like the Packers one. I think the Packers, they don't do their tradition. They don't go crazy. They went a little crazy. I kind of like that one. So
yeah.
Probably have to put
I like the text for it. It kind of gives me like a New Orleans. Yeah, wow, words.
Whoa,
New Orleans vibe.
Which one again?
The Packers, like text.
Yeah,
the number text. It kind of reminds me of like New Orleans.
I might put the Jaguars at 4 because I do like that. The teal helmet was a great thing. Colts one is
pants though.
Yeah, the Jaguar, like they went a little crazy. It's not like crazy all over the jersey.
I like everything else but the pants for the Jags.
The Colts, I think, dropped the ball. The blue helmet looks great. Notice how we never mentioned the Colts because they cannot get an alternate uniform. They can get the regular uniforms great. They cannot get the alternate ones perfect. I don't like that one at all. Helmet, though, the helmet one, I do like the blue helmet. It makes up for it. I will say that. The blue helmet does make up for it.
Dan said Bears look like they were ready for Syracuse.
Yeah, they went lazy because they do have orange alternate helmet already. And I guess apparently they said the orange pants, that was in their quote unquote uniform closet for years now. They just never wore it. Fun fact, in Madden, like in Madden 12, their default road uniform was the white jersey, orange pants, but they never wore it. So they said they always had orange pants. I'm like, that's lazy then. You're taking what you already had and putting in the uniform.
First of all, they're not ready for Syracuse. They're ready for Indiana. Second of all, did you see the picture of Caleb Williams sitting on the chair in this uniform?
Was that AI?
Did you? No, it was not. Did you see that photo? It was actually a still, I think, from the video from when they released the jerseys. But you need to pull up that picture.
I take him over. You know what? Honestly, listen.
Zesty.
We all thought he'd be a little bit of a diva, but turns out it might have been Jaden Daniels the entire time. Just gonna throw it out there.
Woof.
Just
and
saying.
His mom too, helicopter parent. It's
don't even get me started about Jaden Daniels,
Caleb Williams, or Drake May. I would probably take Caleb Williams.
Did you see Quarterback?
All right, Fonz, thanks for joining, buddy.
Which one? Oh, season 3. No, I didn't see that one. Was Jane that the one with Jane Daniels?
Yeah, Jane Daniels. You need to watch it.
I feel like it's gonna bother me so much watching
You need
that.
to watch it. It's rough.
The first season was good, even though it was it Mariota, Mahomes, and who was the third?
Like, look
one?
at this picture. Okay, what are we doing? click the bigger one. Click the bigger one. Yeah, that one. Look, what are we doing right there?
He's doing it as a troll job at this point, right?
I mean,
I've
I
seen
hope
some
so.
really uncomfortable. Do not go on Twitter and look this picture up.
No, I've seen.
don't,
Yeah,
don't,
why pull it up?
don't.
Hold on.
Well, that's all we got for you guys. We'll never stream again.
So I just want to get my. Listen, you guys can go back to your regular sport. I have other sports opinions, so you want me to join on for that too. But
You're always welcome to join us, Funds. So we were talking about the college football thing, and we obviously have, strong opinions about that. Dillon, I think your idea is great on a way to fix the NIL and fix the world of college sports. Fonz, now that you're here, what's your take on the whole players going back to college type of thing? I know you joined in while we were finishing it up, but what's your take?
I said before when my mic thing was being weird, it's like the guy took a summer internship and went back back to college too. And I think the second, I'll say it again, the second you get drafted or signed or literally just put on a NFL helmet and step on the field, your eligibility's done. The NBA does a thing where you can go to the combine and then come back. That's fine. Honestly, I'll be okay with that if anything. But once you get picked and you're signed and you're dotted line or whatever, that's it. I feel bad for the kid at LSU who probably went there because one knew he was going to get opportunity to play right away, and one that's basically what it was too. Coaching staff, everything probably trusted the coaching staff, being listen, come here, you got a spot on the roster, you're going to play this amount, maybe first year a little bit sitting out, but you'll be this whatever. Now you got this guy from college coming in. Now it's all right, now what? Now I'm going to get transferred. I'm going to go somewhere else, and he might lose a year of eligibility because of the transfer rules or something like that. I don't know if that's even still anymore. I feel like college is all over the place, but that's what it is. College is pretty much all over the place now. And it kind of ruins the casual fan, kind of like myself, where I don't have an affinity to one team. And even the hardcore fans, like Dillon and the other guys here too. Everyone commenting, everybody's now what? It's happening in college basketball, and it's now going to happen in football too. And it's going to just keep trickling down.
Yeah, I agree. I not a fan of it, and I hope that more conferences take suit. And once the SEC is taking a toll on it, I think it's the SEC and the Big Ten now are the two ones that are kind of fronting it.
I was gonna say, wasn't there a conference that banned it? Right? Was the
conference?
Yeah,
I think it was the Big Ten and the SEC.
Yeah.
But wait, if they banned,
they just did. I think Big Ten did yesterday, and then SEC did this morning.
Am I stupid? I thought isn't LSU an SEC, or am I stupid?
Yeah, but I think he was already in.
Oh, grandfathered in.
I think so.
There's discussion about if the rule means right now or if the rule is retractive. I think there's conversation
after this season going forward.
Yeah.
Big Ten, SEC, and Big 12.
What about the Pac? What about the Pac-12 with the two teams in that conference? I missed the Pac-12. I missed the Pac-12 after dark. That was great.
Yeah, that was great.
Hawaii football 1 a.m.
I think that's the Big Ten definitely. SEC did. Yeah, they slammed the door on it. Mm-hmm. So it's those conferences right now. So, I think that kid was an anomaly, and then after that, it's not going to be a thing anymore.
He wasn't drafted, was he? Or was he actually undrafted?
No, I think he was an undrafted.
I think he was undrafted.
Yeah,
that'd be funnier. It'd be funny, but also be annoying if he was.
I know,
drafted.
wasted draft pick.
Yeah,
that could have been somebody else getting drafted to the league, and now he gets another
That'd be a
shot.
whole different conversation.
Yeah.
I think if you literally were drafted, you're probably I think they probably let it walk because he was undrafted. Still not right. But
did you see Sean McVay came out and his comment saying that he feels like he took a gummy?
Yeah.
After this story came out.
This guy's Sean McVay. Kevin, you remember when Sean McVay wanted to retire from coaching and then he wanted to come
after he won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, enough of him. Sorry.
Wesley Burton said,
why don't you focus on the Rams? Because you guys are getting a little bit too much hype getting in. All right. You need Aaron Donald to come back. How don't you focus on the team?
They don't need Aaron Donald to come back. And you
got a guy in Puka Nacua biting everybody who's getting a little bit out there too. Or you have an old Devontae Adams. Matt Stafford's not getting any younger. Have a focus on the LA Rams. How's that for some takes, Kevin? You missed that? I got more for you if you want.
Jeez. Pepper up his ass. That ride home from Montauk or whatever really got up to you. Oh, sorry.
I got a hat. That means I went there. Okay.
Wesley said, what if they go undrafted and do not accept an invite to an NFL camp? Should they be able to go back to school then? That means incoming players, coaches, etc., would know in April instead of August.
I think it should be like the NBA where you do the combine, then after that.
Yeah.
Like
Money
the NBA
to-
does it at the combine, then you can withdraw if you don't have an agent. I think by training camp draft, like that's a little bit too late because I think I'm not again sure what the college rules too. I think once NFL training camp or the offseason OTAs, is that like when like the college players kind of like come back and get started on everything too, or something along the lines like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think. I think that's a little. I think the combine I think is the like latest. I would say you can be like, you know what? I'll go back.
I would agree with that. Because you made your decision. So after that, get your LinkedIn ready. Some other things to talk about here, and I want to get your guys' opinion before I say anything. This whole Christian Gonzalez take. There's obviously this is a guy that what was it? Devin Witherspoon, what was his contract? 32 mil.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Let's see, what was it? 4 years, 132 mil, breaks down to $33 million a year.
It's a lot.
Christian Gonzalez, who is arguably the best corner in football. There's an argument for him. There's an argument for Pat Surtain. Funds, don't even give me that. It's the truth. He's the only reason why that Seahawks game wasn't an absolute shit show of a Super Bowl.
Who has the rank?
Okay, let's rank it. Let's rank it. Who's the best cornerback in football?
The Pat Surtain. I'm being serious. Pat Surtain.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Who's number 2?
Definitely not Gonzalez. That's for sure. I probably put.
Definitely not Gonzalez, and then just can't seem to think of anybody. Dillon, who do you got at number 2?
Can you let me think a second before the JDF trolls back here? Come on.
Huh. Trying to think of really good defenses.
You've got.
I mean, you got Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, but I don't think you put him above. I'm being for real. You don't put him above Gonzalez, but you can put him in the conversation for like under them too. I would say you've got serious with that.
Devin Singletary. No, not Devin.
No, Singletary.
Jalen Ramsey still. You have.
It's Devin Sing. Not Devin Sing. Wow.
It's not Devin.
Why the fuck? Stingley.
Derek Stingley.
Derek Stingley.
Jeez, I could not think of
Wow, wait. Isn't the Singletary the running back? Is
Devin Singletary's the little running back. Yeah, I think he's on the Giants.
Oh, man.
Derek Stingley. You've got Jalen Johnson from the Bears. Obviously, Devin Witherspoon for the Seahawks.
I can see Gonzalez being
McDuffie from the Rams.
Gonzalez
Sauce Gardner, who's overrated.
Sauce Gardner is now starting to become over. I think he went to the Colts. I would say this is like if this was last year when he was still on the Jets, I'd still put him in that top conversation. But now looking at it, I'm like, hey, you know what? I think he might be.
Wesley, I know you're gonna hate that take, man, but
isn't he like a streamer too now?
Yeah, everyone's a streamer.
I think he was always. Yeah, I thought he was always a
stream guy.
A streamer. He like one of those. Yeah, the young players, the young whippersnappers.
Whippersnappers, yeah.
Gonzalez is in the conversation for top 2. There's no question.
I mean, yeah, it'd be him, Surtain. I put Stingley over. I mean, Witherspoon and Stingley probably like after that. I would say
that's normally like 3 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the PS2 Gonzalez like that, and then 3, 4 Witherspoon Stingley. I think Stingley's a beast too. I think that guy's an animal. Like it's a really good like tier of corn. Then you can go like Quinyon Mitchell. Even
JC Horn.
JC Horn. If you want to put Cooper DeJean on there, I don't know if he's a safety now. I don't even know. I feel like he's all over the place on that defense too.
So is Blankenship a safety?
Blankenship, Reed Blankenship, I know is a safety
too.
Yeah, he's a safety for the Texans. But so Gonzalez, arguably top 3, top 10. I think he's right up there with Pat Surtain. Pat Surtain said that Gonzalez is great. Gonzalez said Pat Surtain's great. Like they're right there, in my opinion. Gonzalez, watching a lot of his game, not even just as a Patriot fan, he's unreal. I think he deserves, obviously, to be paid top. Now, there's this rumor going around that he wants percentage every year. I think it's somewhere around 15% of the salary cap. That's the contract that he wants, which would give him about $50 million a year. Because the Patriots, Robert Kraft and Elliott Wolf have both come out and said we're prepared to make Christian Gonzalez the highest paid corner. So he's going to make more than $33 million, which is what Devin Witherspoon is, which he's the highest paid corner right now. There's a report that it's a contract-based contract. And the issue that was difficult with him and Witherspoon, same agent. They have the same agent. That's why the contract talks have been taking so long and been challenging. Witherspoon got it done. Gonzalez, I'm hearing, wants 15% of the salary every year.
50% of the team?
Of the
team salary cap.
Okay, I don't know why I thought 50% of the league salary. I'm like, oh, wow. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, look, he's good, but I don't know if he's that good.
He's great. And corner is obviously a very important position.
It's a tough position, one of the hard positions to
It
play.
is.
If you're one of the top at that.
I'd say quarterback, tackle, and defensive end are top three. I would put corner right there and then wide receiver next. That's just my personal...
Like hardest to or most important, you're
just
saying.
most important for a position.
Okay, yeah.
Like you need a good quarterback, obviously. You need a good left tackle to keep him upright. You need a pass rush to just rub the other quarterback. You need a corner to shut down the other wide receiver.
I would say that's a solid. That's
right?
a solid 1 to 4. I would say, yeah.
Sure,
I'll put that on there.
So I'm all for him being paid. Pay him $35 million, $36 million, whatever. But if this guy is asking for a percentage, who's going to pay that? He's just going to go to some shit team.
Probably.
But I'm all for paying him what he wants. I mean, the guy is incredible.
Yeah.
He's in my opinion, the arguably the best cornerback in football. He's very young. He's very versatile. He takes away a whole side of the field. He obviously has the clutch factor. He played huge. He was the best player in that Super Bowl. But
does he correct? He's played relatively healthy, right? Or did he miss a couple of times in the beginning of his
rookie year? It's either his rookie, the second year, I believe, he got hurt, tore his ACL, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, he's been healthy.
I would say he's been relatively outside of the. I know there was one year where he wasn't fully healthy, but I think
he didn't play I want to say it was his second year in the league. He's hurt right now, but he actually just returned. So he has missed. Yeah, he only played 4 games his rookie year. He played a full season in 2024, and then he played 14 games last year, so he missed 3 of them. So mixed bag, but I mean, just from an outside New England perspective. What do you guys think on all that?
I think that paying him is fine. I think either way he's going to get paid. Even if he waits till the end of the season, he's going to get paid. I know he wants the assurance now that he's going to have, money in the bag if he gets injured, things like that, especially coming back from injury. I think he's probably wanting something guaranteed, which is understandable. But I think either way, go out there and ball out this year. Prove it. Prove it in Vrabel's system this year that you are the guy. You are the shutdown corner.
Walks at that point. Well, he can't because they picked him.
Which is fine.
Year. He actually won't. I don't think he'll be able to. He could sit out.
You could sit out and they can trade him. I was gonna go. Well, Dillon Fitz, but I was gonna go with that too.
Yeah. Continue, Dillon.
They could. I mean, that's the thing with me. A bunch of these young guys nowadays, they get into their 3rd year and they say, time for a contract extension. Time for it. Like, well, what are we doing here? Play out your contract. Play 4 years. If you have a 5th year option, and you're probably going to get that 5th year option because obviously you're a great player and you'll probably get paid at that 5th year, wait till that 5th year. Like, you're a young guy at this point. Play out your 4 years. Start having those discussions with the team. Like, obviously you want to get extended, but I mean, why make it earlier and earlier every single season? It seems like every year we get somebody else coming out saying, I deserve a contract extension this year, today. And it's like, your contract just started last year. Why do you need a contract extension yet? And like right now, there's no reason for that. Let him play his 4 years first, prove it, and then the team will pay you.
Was Devin Witherspoon, was it his 3rd year or 4th year? Was he the same year as Gonzalez drafted? Witherspoon? If I'm not, I don't think so, but I was thinking. Kevin, do you know that off the top of your head?
What was that?
Was Witherspoon and Gonzalez the same same draft class, or they?
Yep, they were.
So yeah, so I'm all for obviously getting players getting paid, especially if you're that talented, like Christian Gonzalez too. And I think I'm also with Dillon, where like you play out your contract, but there could be a case for one or two guys who are at the top tier of their position that quickly, like a Christian Gonzalez, that you want to like lock them in long term. Yeah, you definitely can ball out too, and I think he definitely should. But obviously, with him, he wants to think. You never know. You're one play away from twisting up your knee or something too, or like you can't come back at full strength
I
too.
think security.
You want to have the security. So I think it could go. I think it could go one of two ways. This is just what I'm thinking. I think the Patriots either pay him right before the season starts to give him that big contract extension, or at least maybe by week 1 or 2, or he plays out the year, holds out. They don't pay him, or they don't give him the contract he wants, and then they end up trading him away. I think that's probably what's going to happen. I think. I know the Patriots, they shouldn't let that happen, but I feel like that could be either pay him right away, or he plays out the year, has a good year, another like adds on to more, and probably has a better year than he had last year. He'll probably want more. Patriots don't offer him that much, or they don't like give him the offer that he's satisfied with, and he ends up being like, "I'm sitting out, trade me."
I don't know. You're projected to be the highest paid right now. They're willing to do that. Elliot Wolf literally came out today and said, "We have an offer in place to be the number 1 quarterback in football." And it's still not enough.
Taking it.
Yeah, then why? Yeah, that's the thing.
He wants this massive deal for a percentage because the market's going to change. Then you're going to have the next guy who's going to come up and get paid.
Wait a year.
Yeah, wait a year and ball out.
Wait a year. Bet on yourself, Christian. Bet on yourself, buddy. Play one more year, ball out, prove to everybody you're the top guy, and then get even more money next year when the salary cap goes up.
And then if you're not satisfied with your offer, Baltimore could use a nice corner. That's fine. Him and Nate Wiggins would be a sick duo.
Christian Gonzalez is so good.
I was just looking at like I know I'm not using them as like the top, but I was just looking at like the Madden rank of the highest rated corners. I was just curious. I forgot
Gonzalez
about Denzel
number
Ward.
1.
No, I forgot about Denzel Ward.
He was Denzel Ward.
He's number 4. The top from launch day, the top 5: Gonzalez 98, Surtain 97, Trent McDuffie 94, Denzel Ward 93.
Forgot about Denzel Ward
92. Devin Witherspoon's a 91. So
Devin Witherspoon's good. They're all good.
I forgot about Jalen Johnson on the Bears. Again, I'm not counting Madden, but I was saying, because I'm like, I feel like I'm missing a corner or two, and it was Jalen Johnson and Denzel Ward. I forgot about those two.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm prepared to pay him. Dan brought up a good point. May and Gonzalez are both the same year contract-wise. So you're going to have to, next year, pay Drake May.
That's right.
Stagger him.
So you pay Gonzalez this year, pay Drake May next year. Obviously, Drake May most likely going to be the highest paid quarterback unless he pulls some sort of team-friendly deal so that we can bring people in. I mean, who knows what they're capable of. We've seen quarterbacks do it before, but I'm projected to make him the highest paid quarterback.
I mean, if Tom gets in his ear in between GQ shoots,
Tom
maybe
hates
you could tell
us.
him,
it has nothing to do with.
Tell him, take a home team discount.
You think Tom Brady hates Drake May?
I think he hates the Patriots organization. I think he's grateful, and I think he loves Robert Kraft. I have this whole rant about Brady. Don't even get me started. I think
he hates his kids. That's what
I actually can't stand Tom Brady. I can't stand Tom Brady.
You don't like?
Never thought I'd ever say those words. The player, what he did for the New England Patriots, I am so grateful for him.
Wow,
I thank him for everything that he's ever done. Wow. I have a poster still hung up. The poster I've had for years still hung up right behind my bedroom door. But
I've never done that for you. I always
post football. Brady is a douche. I'm so sick of this guy.
I actually drove when I was driving home. I saw the card vault by Tom Brady. He has a card store.
His hands in everything. He's doing too much.
Yeah,
he's doing too much.
Is he like the Michael Jackson in the NFL? Great Michael Jackson, great music career. Beat it. Beat it. All the songs. And then personal life, I don't really look at that. Don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's Tom Brady.
I don't know what it is. He can't sit still. He's doing the Raiders thing. I
so
think he did the Raiders thing too early.
He's coming back to the playing for the Raiders. I'm calling it right now. He's not done. He's coming back. I've never believed it. He's always coming.
So done.
He's actually going to be in WWE at some point also. He's going to dip his so that's another thing. He's doing WWE stuff now.
He will wrestle Logan Paul at some point. in the next 12 months.
Dude, just let it go. He can't
Let it
not
go.
be in the limelight.
He's pushing 50. He's at the turn pushing 50.
He can't get out of the limelight.
So are you
some
taking
other
away his
things-
rings in your personal record book?
No, I love Brady.
I'm taking away
For
Belichick's
that, the
rings.
player.
I'm taking away Belichick's half of
Why,
his rings
Fonz?
after his UNC shit show. I'm taking half of his rings away and giving them to Tom Brady because
He's gonna
obviously
get fired soon.
Brady led the Patriots ran, not Belichick. So that's a whole nother story.
Don't they kick off the season? UNC, they kick off the season Friday?
Friday,
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
That was such an
Saturday?
that hype for that week 1 match. There was all the stars were there and everything. They got
Yeah,
clocked.
clocked. Yeah,
It was
they
like the
sucked
Colorado.
last year.
I saw a video of Colorado's like first game when Dillon was coaching. All the celebrities were there at the game. Like, we really had celebrities going to Colorado Buffalo football games. Like, we literally did.
Did you see speaking of Colorado, you see that female giving a speech?
Yeah, I was
The
not
strength,
hyped.
like strength and conditioning
Not
coach or
hyped at all.
something.
And it's not
you
I've
because
seen
heard
it,
about it. I
Dillon?
haven't seen it though.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen it.
and it's not because of like it's not because she's like a female. I just think there's like no motivation in that speech at all. I was like, okay, like
It was like this hype of speech, and nothing made it hyped about it.
there's no passion in the speech.
One of the
I was
top
like,
comments I saw was, "I'm glad that I watched this after the gym because if I watched it before, I wouldn't have any motivation to go." It's really bad,
wasn't
Dylan.
good.
You got to look it up.
I need to see it. I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
So some quick NFL news here. Keyshawn Boutte going to Houston.
Booty.
Seeing a lot of hate in New England. Don't know why. Great trade. Boutte
they were
was
giving
never
him-
gonna. He was a backup. He was never gonna fit in the scheme that we have moving forward. He hasn't been running with the ones very much. He almost does the same thing as Mac Hollins. You know, obviously he had a decent year last year, like 500 or
guy.
600 yards. I think he had like 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns. I'm grateful for what he did, but yeah, no, we needed some safety help. I'm glad that we brought in Reed. He's a young prospect. He kind of plays a lot like their other safety that they have over there. It's not Lassador. Petrie.
Petrie, because Lassador is the other
Is the other corner who's pretty
other
good.
corner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, he gives us depth, which is what we need. And Boutte, I don't think he was even making the roster. We can't carry all those wide receivers. You have Kyle Williams, who you're trying to produce, as a speedster and get some work out of. You obviously have brought in AJ Brown. You brought in Romeo Doubs. You still have Pop Douglas on the roster, who this is my last year on Pop Douglas. You've got some other guys, Efton Chisholm, is a name that's been circulating around here in New England. Boutte, just, Mac Hollins too, the vet. I don't think he's going anywhere.
The vet for what?
Shoeless.
Shoeless vet.
Louis.
Yeah.
So Boutte
You
was
gotta
he was on his way out, and I think the Texans is a good place for him. Texans actually said he's not guaranteed a starter. He's not going there to be the number 2. So this whole
Give motivation.
New England fan base that's like, we lost the trade, we didn't get shit for him. Take a seat.
Did you get a draft pick? I don't doesn't mean like did you get a draft pick out of it too?
Yeah, I think
Right.
we got
It was
like a
a
6th or a
pick
7th.
swap, wasn't it?
As a what pick?
I
Kevin?
think it was like a 6th or a 7th.
Oh, okay, nice.
I saw some
something.
old lady at my gym today wearing a 6'7" shirt, and I just was ready to go home. I was ready to pack it up and go home.
I
That's
saw at the
just too much.
supermarket they were selling 6-7 frozen chicken tenders.
Oh, I've
like-
seen those.
I'm like, we
I've
live
seen
in a
those.
society.
I don't have a
Yeah.
lot of hope anymore.
No.
I'm just living out my days, man.
At least we're not eating Tide Pods anymore. That's a good thing. At
That
least.
is a good thing. We moved.
I
up
forgot
to
about
Tide
that
Pods.
era.
Right?
Do you guys have any takes on Keyshawn Boutte going to Houston?
Yeah, it gives him a fresh start. I think that's
I
the
think it's
biggest
always
thing for
good.
him. I think that he had his shot, 2 seasons ago
Yeah.
when, Stephon Diggs wasn't there, AJ Brown wasn't there. Like, he had his shot in New England, it just didn't pan out. I mean, New
Multiple
England
times.
doesn't really do well with wide receivers in the first place.
Except this
Historically.
I agree with you 100%.
I think that, let's see how he does in Houston. Houston does a pretty good job of trying to get some of the, other guys in there and
They
get
can
some
develop
productivity.
receivers. They
Yeah,
can
they
always
can.
develop receivers.
They can. I mean, we'll see if CJ Stroud is the CJ Stroud we saw last year or the CJ Stroud we saw in his rookie year.
Mhm.
I tend to think he's going to be the one that we saw last year, but
Mhm.
We'll see.
I mean, I have a Stroud take. He just doesn't need to be his rookie. He just needs to be good. Like,
He just needs to be good.
Doesn't need to be the first year rookie of the year or running of the rookie of the year, Pro Bowl. Like, he just needs to be good.
He just needs to show that fan base the hope that he gave them his rookie year.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to have like 5,000 yards, 40. He just needs to be good because the defense is sick. Defense is very good. Offensive line's pretty solid, and they have a solid running game. But now receivers with Booty being added on there too. Like, he just needs to be a solid quarterback.
Be the Trent Dilfer of the Houston Texans.
And once in a while, you can throw a sick laser like Dilfer's Dimes on ESPN. I miss Dilfer's Dimes on ESPN. Remember the fireball football being thrown on Dilfer's Dimes? That was great.
Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, CJ just is out there looking like a duck. I mean, just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
What was the pregame? You got to find the video of the pregame.
I don't think there's anybody out there.
Doing that.
There's no one out there on the Texans team that sees that and says that's my quarterback. There's
zero
not a single player.
Well, you know who their backup is? Davis Mills, baby.
Long neck.
And also the thing with CJ Stroud where he did this in the pregame thing. There's like a video we did, like the one where he's going like this and looking at his thumbs.
Yeah, he's like looking at his thumbs. Yeah, for the pregame. It was very odd. Dan said Stroud looking a little overweight. Said it was Jalen Reed in a 2028 7th-round pick. He had a quickness his rookie year. He needs to be able to extend plays like he used to. Yeah, I mean, I'm out on CJ Stroud. He's gonna get paid.
He's going to be next in line for the quarterbacks, right? That's what's going to happen because like he's been like, I mean, that's their consistent quarterback because the Texans really haven't had one. I mean, I've just Deshaun Watson for another.
Davis Mills in the preseason, though, apparently has looked pretty good.
Davis
has looked pretty good this year.
The only consistent quarterback was, overall great guy Deshaun Watson, but that lasted for a hot minute, I mean, literally, overall great guy Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
Why is he starting? I know I saw on the topic sheet, you probably talked about it already, but what are we doing here? What's going on?
The masseuse made some calls.
I mean, listen, am I high on Shador? No, but I'd rather have him starting because I feel like there's more potential.
I'm not high on Shador at all.
You already know what you're getting with Deshaun Watson. Shador, there's like, all right, there might be a little something there. More than Watson, that's for sure.
Deshaun will be limber, at least. Relaxed on that field.
Actually, no, sorry, wrong one.
Thank you.
Was a Pro Bowl last year. Also, the Pro Bowl. I am not watching because there's no what happens in the game?
This is great. It is a great move for the NFL to get rid of the Pro Bowl.
So what's going to happen now? A Pro Bowl is just not going to count anymore?
They're going to honor the top 88 players
as Pro Bowlers?
As Pro Bowlers.
So are we going to do is it top 88 or is it like the standard 3 guards, 3 tackles, 3 edge rushers, 3? Like, I can't do top.
No clue.
I can't do top 88 and have 10
quarterbacks. It should be that. See, it's gotten to a point where whenever someone gets like, oh, they're a 4-time Pro Bowler, I do not care.
That's the only. That's so. All right. I'm going to hold you to it. When Drake May retires, you tell me.
I could care less. Tell me how many All-Pros he had. Tell me how many All-Pros he had. That's what I care
That's the
about.
thing. They should make it to where the Pro Bowl is similar like first team, second team, All-Pro. Make it to where it's those players that are honored as Pro Bowlers.
And they get like double, and they get the double add-on.
Yeah.
The double,
It's silly.
Shador Sanders is a Pro Bowler.
I think it got to the point. I think
Snoop Huntley is a Pro Bowler, bro.
Ravens have 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks on the roster, so please show some damn respect. Do the Patriots have that right now? No. I think honestly, if we're being real, at least with like the Pro Bowl games, I will say at least there wasn't as much replacements in the not counting quarterbacks in the other positions because we didn't see the quarterback one. You saw a lot of them. When I saw Joe Flacco making the Pro Bowl, I'm like, all right, like I love Flacco. He should have made it as a Raven multiple times. I don't want his first Pro Bowl to be as a Cincinnati Bengal, as the backup to the Cincinnati Bengals. So,
yeah, it's just the Pro Bowl itself. Like the games, Fonz is like the only person on planet Earth I know. He didn't even watch them last year. I remember you texted me. You're like, I didn't watch.
I didn't watch a single Pro Bowl.
They're useless. They're a waste of time. Everyone's
different. It's different in basketball and baseball where like it's not as like contact heavy. I know basketball
contact
whatever,
is the big
but
thing.
Like that's what it is. Like
that's why when they turn it into like a flag football game, I mean, come on. What are we doing?
I thought there could have
What are
been
we
something
doing?
if they took it seriously. If the players take it seriously on the field, then we'll take it seriously. If I see them treating it as a joke and like I'm having 4 different backup quarterbacks playing it, then yes, I think the closest thing they thought was going to work is if they moved it the week of the Super Bowl because everybody's already there. And you're thinking, all right, maybe we'll have this to celebrate the NFL season as like, here are our best players. That could have done something along the lines like that, like maybe like a showcase and like whatever. But it's not going to go back to 2000s where it was in Hawaii with like the tackle game. Like that was peak. That was peak Pro Bowl 2000s in Hawaii.
Yep.
Wesley said not getting the happy ending with Watson. Dan said Pro Bowl hasn't counted in 10 years. When Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl, no offense, I stopped
Everyone
caring.
stop
I agree.
disrespecting Tyler
Huntley was not.
Snoop Huntley?
Oh, you guys are so disrespectful. You wish you had a quarterback like that, Kevin, a backup quarterback.
He's
consistent.
not even your backup quarterback anymore.
He is the backup quarterback for the Ravens. He's back.
The Ravens back. He is.
He's back, baby, and just like that, Tyler Huntley is back, baby.
Of course he is.
He went
Because
2 of 2.
Because Cooper Rush was our backup quarterback, and he was.
Fonz, he had 658 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns, and he rushed for 43 attempts for 137. He had 3 touchdowns, and he made a Pro Bowl.
How many games? How many games?
4.
That's pretty good.
That's not pretty good. That's not even a touchdown a game.
That's rough.
And he was a Pro Bowler.
Record? What was his record? What was his winning? What was his
2-2.
500.
Fonz, thanks for joining us.
Oh, come on. You cannot kick me out. I will be the consistent JDF troll in Discord because I'm back, baby. All right.
You are.
We're so back.
Dillon, how do you fix the Pro Bowl?
Yes.
I think
Ponds in the outfield.
Oh,
I think instead of the Pro Bowl game, make it to where it's the All Pro 1 and 2, like I said. Then make it to where the Pro Bowl game is replaced by a battle of the number 1 overall draft pick. The bottom 2 teams in the NFL go out there the week before the Super Bowl and play against each other. And whoever wins gets number 1 overall draft pick.
That would be insane.
I think that's the way you do it. That's an extra game of extra revenue. You have something on the line for your team too. Those guys are going to go out there and play.
But teams are not going to play for a draft pick if they're not going to be on the team. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I think that it's just hey, you've been named. You know, have a little ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Have people
That's
come
what I thought,
out,
like the
have
week
them
of the
Hall of
sing
Fame.
out, do interviews.
Like the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
The week of the Super Bowl too, where all the players are going to be there anyway. Might as well be like, all right, here's the recap of the season. Here's our Pro Bowl. Here's our best players too. If I see the top 88 Pro Bowl and I see 10 quarterbacks and only 1 kicker on there, or one, I need to see both special teamers, one for the AFC, one for the NFC. I love the special teamer selection in the Pro Bowl games. All right, if I see no long snapper, it's not going to count.
That is interesting. Are they making it to where it's 44 for AFC, 44 for NFC?
They should.
I would assume so.
I mean, actually, that would make sense because 11 off. Wait a minute.
They might be doing it just like
It might just be the 4 of each position.
Well, in the Pro Bowl, it was 3 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, a fullback, 4 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. I know this exactly. 3 tackles, 3 guards, 2 centers, 3 edge rushers, 2 defensive tackles or 3 defensive tackles, 2 middle linebacker, or 3 middle linebackers. Sorry, 3 linebackers overall. 4 corners, 3 safeties.
Are you
1 kicker, 1 punter.
Impressive.
Yeah.
How many
1
is that?
1 punter, 1 long snapper, 1 special teamer.
How many players is that?
Oh, and 1 return specialist. That we need to put a return specialist on there too.
I don't know. How many is that, Fonz?
It's going to be Chim Dike every year in the AFC.
He's good.
He's so good.
He's very good.
He's so good. He's so good.
The
The bright shining light for the Titans the past year.
We're gonna skip the fantasy stuff for time's sake, but I do want to hear Dillon's takes on the Titans. What's the state of Tennessee right now? You guys, obviously are wrapping up preseason this week. How are you feeling about the team? Do you have any predictions or any takes for the season? Anything you're looking forward to?
Titans wise, it's been very vanilla in the preseason, like I said earlier in the show. We haven't really seen anything from the offense or defense to show us that how they've progressed with this new coaching staff. We've heard a lot from camp, from their joint practices, that they've been doing pretty well. I want Cam to progress. I want him to look like a starting quarterback and to prove that he is worth the number 1 overall draft pick from 2025. I would love, I think ceiling wise for the Titans this year, if I'm being unbiased, I think the ceiling for this team is probably going to be 9 wins. I think the floor is probably going to be 6.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's better than 3 they had the past 2 years.
Let's see.
So, I think that the Titans could do well. I really like Robert Saleh. I like his mindset. I like how the team is interacting with each other. I think the team is really bonding compared to what we saw last year, especially with Brian Callahan at the helm. I think Robert Saleh is a leader of men. And,
Opening up the season against the Jets in Tennessee is cinema.
Yeah, it really is.
Classic
If they lose that game, there are going to be a lot of questions in Tennessee.
The Jets are back if they win.
The
If
Jets are
win,
back.
they're back.
Geno Smith tried to write me off.
Yeah, Geno. I'm rooting for him, man. I'm rooting for him.
I mean, I hope Geno does well. I like I like Geno a lot. He's gotten passed around quite a bit, but yeah, we'll see how he does with the Jets. So I seriously think the Titans.
You beat the Jets.
Yep.
You probably lose to the Eagles.
Are we doing schedule talk? Oh,
let's play schedule talk.
Let's play schedule talk. Let's go. Let's do it.
So you probably lose to the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants is a toss-up.
I think the Titans can beat the Giants.
Okay, so we're 2-1.
Is it at? We got to specify. Is it at MetLife or is it home?
It's at MetLife.
At MetLife.
We still tap.
Then an easy win next week against the Ravens in Baltimore.
I actually might be at that game, Fonz. I'll let you know if I go.
Ooh.
We're actually looking at that game as the away game this year. So,
Kevin.
So you guys,
Kevin?
let me know.
Kevin?
So you guys would be 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Texans in Tennessee. Let's just say you split with them.
I'll split with them, yeah.
Okay, so we're now 3-2.
Okay.
Then you have the Colts split in
Split with them as well.
Indianapolis. So we'll take the loss this now. So we're what, 3-3?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the Browns should win in Tennessee. It's 4-3. Then the Bengals in Cincinnati. I think the Bengals win. It's 4-4.
Yeah, I think the Bengals will win that one.
Then the Jaguars. Let's just say you split.
Yeah, I hope so. I think the Liam Cohen, Robert Saleh feud is going to be really, really good.
That is going to be good
For years.
So let's just say you're 5-4.
Really
then you have Dallas. I think Dallas wins.
I think so.
So 5-5. Then the Jags again. You got the win before. Now you're 5-6.
5-6. Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Commanders. Another toss-up game. I'd say.
I think by that point we should win.
Yeah. So you're going to beat the Giants
so.
and the Commanders.
I would say so. Yeah.
All right. So what's that? 7 wins.
I think that's 6, right? We were 5-6 then.
Yep. So now you're 6-6. Then you have the Lions. I think that's a loss.
That's a loss. Yeah.
So 6-7. Then you have the Colts. We gave you the loss before.
Win this
so
time.
now you're 7-7.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the Raiders. You should win.
Yeah, we should win.
8-7. Then you have the Steelers. Another toss-up.
That's going to be the last game at Nissan, though. I really see that being a win.
Wow.
That's going to be the final game at Nissan Stadium before we get the new stadium. A lot of emotions going into that game. I think that's a win for the Titans.
So it's that 8-7.
And I don't know what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers at that point, too.
True.
If he's actually going to be playing or not. So
True. I think that's 8-7.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the Texans. You won the last one. So now you're 8-8.
And the final game is
the Texans.
Wait, did we miss a game then? We missed a game.
We did miss a game.
Which one's your rivalries matchup? That's
Jaguars.
At home. Which week is that?
It's November.
So late.
Later. Yeah.
I think you might get. Listen, rivalries games for some reason they get W's. A lot of them got W's, except the Jets
Wesley
one.
said wishful thinking Titans.
That's what I'm saying. I think unrealistic. If I was thinking of it as a Titans fan, I'd say we're going to win 10 plus games this year. I think ceiling for this team is 9 wins. I still think there are holes that need to be filled. Offensive line looks better than I thought it would be at this point. Fernando Carmona coming in, 5th round draft pick as right guard is looking really, really good, actually, so far. Looking like the steal of the draft so far for the Titans. Right tackle, J.C. Latham. He's getting another year at right tackle. Came in as a left tackle, switched to his natural position that he played in college to right tackle last year. This will be his 2nd year in that position. It looks like he's come on too. Center's the only question mark I really have for the team so far, but it's Schlottman is the center we have currently that we picked up in free agency. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think the biggest question marks as of right now going into the season would be corners. I think corners are going to be something that I'm going to be looking at heavily. I like Alontae Taylor. I like Cordell Flott. But those guys haven't really been doing much in preseason so far. Maybe it's just because it's been vanilla, but also it looks like there's been some routes that they've gotten beat on quite handedly. So looking at corners, offensively, running backs have looked good so far. But I mean, I guess the connection between Cam and the wide receivers, I think that's probably what I'm most concerned about.
Speaking of, Dan wants to know what's the Carnell Tate Cam Ward duo looking like. He said,
practice they look good. Preseason they have not had that good of a connection yet. I don't think Carnell Tate's had a catch yet in the preseason. I think that Cam has been trying to force the ball to Carnell Tate. Earlier in the show, I talked about how Robert Saleh said we've been playing a vanilla offense in the regular season. If they want to scheme a guy open, they're going to get him the rock. Talking about Carnell Tate. So I think Carnell Tate's going to be fine. I think Cam Ward and that connection is going to be really, really good. I think Wan'Dale Robinson early on in the season is going to be the top target for Cam because Wan'Dale is just everywhere.
Great,
and he's tiny. He's 5'8".
Yeah.
He's so small.
He's a short king.
He's
Short
so
king.
small. He's a short king, but he's definitely a yak king. So, and a possession guy.
Better than AJ Brown.
Fonz, fuck you. Fonz, while we have you, what's your takes on the Ravens this year? They just lost their center.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's of course they did. You know, it's the Ravens tradition where they'll lose a key starting lineman in like the 2nd or 3rd preseason. It always happens. It literally happens every single year. There's a lot of new for the Ravens this year. First coach in 18 seasons, which is I was literally in middle school when Harbaugh got hired. How weird is that? Like around, I think it was like, or just starting high school or something like that. Obviously new uniforms and everything too. There's a lot of things going on here with this team. A lot of questions too, because of the way it ended last year with the really bad kick by Tyler Loop. I hear you, by the way. But this team definitely got a little bit younger on the defense and at least on the offensive side too. Jacoby Lane, I think, is going to be a star.
What a camp he's having.
That I think keep
There's
an eye
a
on
Ravens
Jacoby Lane.
or someone in their organization that I guess has been there for like 20 years who said, in all my years, I haven't seen anyone shine like this at camp, not even Lamar.
And invest in Jacoby Lane. That guy is going to be very good.
Sleeper alert.
No, seriously. I'm looking forward to this year with this team too. Obviously still a lot of questions. How can you kind of get back from what happened last year too? But I'm positive with this team. It's definitely Lamar has a lot to prove this year. I think obviously a lot of the other guys have a lot to prove on this team too, because the team has been consistently good for the past couple of years. Always playoff favorites, Super Bowl favorites, always in the running, but then always been falling up short every single time. And this time around last year, it was in week 18, the last game of the season. So I think there's a lot of fuel with this team, and I've talked about it in the past. Love Harbaugh, appreciated what he did with this team, but we needed some new identity, some new change here. I think he's going to do well for the Giants. Harbaugh is going to do great. I'm going to root for him. Jesse Minter, defense coordinator for the Chargers. Relax, take it easy. Give him time. There just feels like a new presence with this team. He's kind of going like you can see even at the preseason games you're watching too. He's involved calling the plays with Declan Doyle, the new offensive coordinator. Like that whole coaching staff, they're actually like involved. You saw what Harbaugh and the other guys are kind of just standing back, calling the play here and there, but letting everything fall out. You're seeing this coaching staff actually go along with the players. And a lot of the players even said too, like this is the first time in a while, like we're getting like a fire lit up under us with this coaching staff and everything too. Even Kyle Hamilton has been praising the defensive coordinator and overall too. Like there's a lot of good positive momentums. Obviously, how's it going to play out on the field? But I actually am feeling really good about this Ravens team. I really do. I think they're a playoff team, no doubt about it. And I really do think they have a good shot to make a deep run in the playoffs. I'm not saying winning Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. Everybody calm down.
I think they're just
relax.
every year they're in that conversation.
They are like, I think they will definitely be in this comp. Like later on in the year by week 16, 17, 18, like you can be like, yeah, they're one of these Super Bowl favorites. I really do believe that with this team.
Comes down to one thing. Lamar Jackson's health.
Yeah, well, that too.
He's been healthy the past couple of years, though.
No, he has. He has.
Wasn't he injured a lot last year?
With the hamstring. But no, I'm saying, but like that was the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year. He's always hurt, and then later, I'm sorry. Beginning of the year was like 3 games. Cooper Rush was our quarterback, and then like usually it's around the end of the day. But this time around, like after the bye week, he was very healthy. So I'm okay with it. I'll take it.
You need less criminals on your team.
What happened?
You need less criminals on your team.
Zay Flowers got paid too, by the way. Whoo! Keep an eye on
Rashad Bateman.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm kind of dumb. You know what? This fun fact. I have a Rashad Bateman signed football. So now what do I do with this? So now what do I do with this?
Mail it to prison.
Maybe. Want to do schedule talk with me, Kevin? Let's do schedule talk with me.
We'll do a quick schedule talk before we wrap up. All right, let's go Ravens here.
When
While you're pulling that up, Fitz, what's your record prediction for the Patriots this year?
You don't want to hear it.
Oh God, you're gonna say Super Bowl MVP, Drake May.
No, it's I think our ceiling is 14 wins.
Oh, give it a break. 14 wins.
I think that's our ceiling.
You play in the AFC.
I think we're genuinely right around 10 or 11. We have a very, very hard schedule this year.
No,
we'll do the schedule with the Patriots afterwards. Let's go Ravens. Okay. So Ravens, Colts.
Can you do who's playing at home for the people?
Wesley Burton said Ravens taking that week 1 L.
They are.
Nah, okay. Yeah,
squashing the Colts. Out 0-1.
So the Ravens are going to Indianapolis to start the year. What a weird way. You start off with a division rival to start the year. What do you mean we're going in? It's a win, obviously.
Also, why aren't the Ravens and Colts
more of a rival?
Having the same
the Oilers and I've always thought the same thing.
Titans.
The Baltimore Colts.
Because the Texans are butthurt. They lost their original franchise in the city. That's why.
I think because Baltimore, the Ravens, they became successful right away. Like 95, they became a team and they won the Super Bowl in 2000. Maybe that's why they became successful like right away. Like, all right, this is our team identity too. And also too, it helps that, and we talked about this before, the Ravens having a separate color scheme than the Colts with the purple, black, and gold, as opposed to the Colts with the blue and white. You know, I feel like that might have been it. I think also team success helps a lot. It forgets kind of your past right away, I feel like, too. So that's probably why
the Titans went to the Super Bowl 2 years after they went.
But I'm saying, though, like, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not saying the wins argument, but like, I actually think like the wins thing. Like, if they won it, I feel like even or like if Houston, I'm saying, if Houston came in as the Texans, I should have rephrased that. If Houston came in as the Texans in 2002 and won the Super Bowl, say, in like 2008, 2009, then they'd be like, yeah, Texans, like, that's our own identity now. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
All right, so we open up with 1-0. Then you have the Saints.
Can you tell me who's home and who's
in
away
Baltimore?
When?
I'll probably say 2-0 there. Then in Dallas.
When? Don't even know. It's when. Come on.
Okay, so we're 3-0.
If it's a special Sunday night game, then you can tell me otherwise. But still, it's a win.
Titans in Baltimore.
When?
4-0.
Sorry.
The Falcons in Atlanta. That's a win.
When? Who's going to be a quarterback? We didn't even talk about the Falcons quarterback.
Shit show.
In Cleveland. That's another win.
Oh yeah, Deshaun Watson's quarter. Yeah, win 6-0.
Bengals.
Where?
In Baltimore.
This is weird because the Bengals, I'm
always good with splits, and I always think it goes to the home team. So I would say you guys are 7-0.
No, the Bengals and Ravens is a weird rivalry where it's a split, but the road team always wins. So I'm going to say the Bengals win that one. I don't know why I feel like they're a weird rivalry where they'll split, but the road team wins it. So I'll say.
Talk about a gauntlet after that.
Yeah, they have a gauntlet.
My goodness.
Yeah, talk about the gauntlet they have.
So we'll go 7-0 here. We'll give you guys, because it's in Baltimore, we'll give you guys the win here. Then you got Buffalo. I don't think you beat Buffalo.
It's at Buffalo.
It's
no,
at
we're winning.
Buffalo.
We're coming back. We're gonna revenge game. We're winning. Don't even start. We're winning. Revenge.
I think you should probably flip Bengals loss
Bills win.
and then Bills
Yeah.
win. Yeah.
Okay,
Bengals
so
lost
7-1.
because they're gonna-
7-1. Then you have the Jags in Baltimore.
When?
8-1. Wow. And then you have the
Mhm.
Chargers in Baltimore.
When?
9-1. And then you have the Panthers in Carolina.
Win, but for some reason it's gonna be like a wacky loss. But I'm gonna go win.
Okay, so we're 10-1. Then you
Hell
have the
yeah, baby.
Texans in Houston.
In Houston,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the Texans. I have a feeling they're gonna have to lose
10-2.
at some point. Yeah.
Then you have the Buccaneers in Baltimore.
When?
11-2. Then you have the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
That's gonna be that's
11-3.
definitely a split, and that goes to the home team. So that one, who's home again? Which one's home? Is it
That's the first one's the Steelers. The second one's you guys.
Steelers. I'm gonna give that one. Steelers gonna get that one.
So 11-3, and then the Browns. I think you guys beat them again. That's
Win,
in
sweep,
Baltimore.
easy. Goodbye.
So it's 12-3, and then you have the Bengals again. You won you lost the first one, so now you win the next one.
Cincinnati, we're gonna win at
You're
Cincinnati. That's what
12-3,
happened. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you play the Steelers in Baltimore.
When?
So you're gonna finish the season 12-4.
12-5.
Why 12-5? Thank you.
13-4. 12-5.
The Texans one could flip too, but I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice here. 12-5, baby.
So is your ceiling 12?
I would say.
You
I mean,
some
whatever gets
crazy
in the
wins.
whatever gets in the playoffs, baby. That's all I'm talking about. So I'm gonna say a good 12, maybe 13, honestly, too, because
Okay.
like they can beat the Texans.
All right, now
Mhm.
time for me to be realistic here.
Yep.
Okay.
Patriots against Seattle genuinely win. We got better. They didn't get better. We have a chip on our shoulder because we just got embarrassed in the Super Bowl by them.
Also, banner night. I feel like they play lackluster.
Way too
so you're-
emotional.
Okay, I'll give you that.
All right, so we're 1-0. Then we have the Steelers in New England. I think we beat them 2-0.
Mhm.
That was one of our only losses last year. So I think that we have a little bit of an extra edge. There's 2-0. Then we have the Jags in Jacksonville. That one's going to be a really good game first off.
I think
Jags
we're
don't
gonna
do
win.
well in those big games at home, though.
Is it?
No.
Wait, what kind of game is it? Is it a
No.
Thursday night game?
It's
or
a
is it
1 o'clock. So it's
Oh.
a Sunday. That's a
I
tough
Very
I'll
one.
well
give
in
the-
those home games like
It's
that.
got to be the Patriots, right? It's got to be the Patriots.
I would assume it's the Patriots.
All right, we're 3-0. Then we have in Buffalo. I think we're going to lose.
Yeah.
So I think that's 3-1. Then we have the Raiders in New England, 4-1. Then we have the Jets in New England, 5-1.
Loss. Come on, dude. Don't sleep on the Jets, baby.
Shut up. And then we have the Bears in Chicago.
I think the Bears might. I think the Bears are going to do really well this year.
I think the Bears are going to do really well this year too. So I'm going to take that 4-2. Then we have the Dolphins in Miami, which is always a tough game. So we're
It's
5.
Malik Willis.
We're-
So I don't know about that.
Dude, I've seen some teams beat the shit out of us with nothing, but it is this Dolphins team that is projected. I think the Vegas has
And
a 3.5.
Braves loves to play down to the level of his competition.
He does like
yeah,
to play
and,
down. To the
and
level of
also if he
competition.
loses, Vrabel might be on the hot seat if he's not already.
All right, Fonz, thanks for coming, dude. All right, so we're what 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 5-2. Now we're gonna say we're 5-3. Then we have the
Okay.
Packers in New England. I think we win that.
Mhm.
So I'd say we're 6-3. And then we have the Lions in Detroit. That'll be a tough game.
I think Lions. Sorry, dude. I don't know.
They're going
think-
to come back with a vengeance this year, too.
6-4. Then we have the Chargers, who I also think is going to come back with a vengeance. 'cause
I
of
think you
what
can
we
beat
did
the
to them last
Chargers.
year.
I think you can
It's
beat the
regular
Chargers.
season. I think it's going to be a different beast.
I'm
gonna take that loss.
I'm not scared of the Chargers. It's gonna come. That's gonna come back and bite me for one clips that. I'm not scared of the Chargers.
So I think now we're what 6-4. I always fuck up the math.
I think so.
I think we're 6-4.
Around that.
And then we
Yeah.
have the Bills in New England. We took the L before. Now we take the win. So now we're 7-4. Then we have the Vikings. I think 8-4. Then we have the Chiefs in Arrowhead. That's going to be a really tough one.
Yeah. Especially that late in the
Late.
season, too.
It's in December.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're
I
8
would
and 5.
probably say
Mahomes might be
that's a loss,
fully
yeah.
healthy by then.
We're 8 and 5. The Jets 9 and 5.
Well, at MetLife, you never know.
I think the Broncos are going to beat the piss out of us.
Yeah.
I think the Broncos are going to beat the piss out of us. So I'm going to say we're 9-6. My math is off again, and then we have the Dolphins again. We lost last time. We win this time. We're 10-6. So I think at the end, when it's all said and done, it's 11-7
or 11-6 or 10-7.
Yeah, 10-7. I think is where we're at. 11-10 wins.
It helps when you play the NFC South. So I think we'll sweep the NFC.
It does help.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. That's all we got. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys for commenting. Dan and Wesley, you guys were here up until the very end, so appreciate you guys and everyone who tuned in at the beginning and commented. Fonz, thanks for the impromptu visit. Unexpected.
Yeah, I was home. I was commenting, and I was like, you know what? Like, let me join for a little bit. Thank you guys for letting me hop on here. I definitely want to. Obviously, if we got more coming, I want to definitely hop on some more shows too with you guys. It was good catching up. It was good seeing Dillon. I haven't seen talk to Dillon in a long time too.
It's been far too long, Fonz. Far too long. So we definitely need to go again. Ravens game, Titans game.
Kevin,
I'll let you know.
Let me know.
Throw
in the group chat.
I'm intrigued.
In the group chat.
Fonz, what do you got going on here? Where can everyone find you? We got you on for the jerseys. Obviously, you got a lot of stuff cooking there.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff there. Fonz Talk jerseys on YouTube and Instagram. I got to do my rivalries kind of official breakdown. I did a quick video on TikTok, but I'm going to kind of sit down, go through all of them, give the details and everything too. So you got to look out for that. Got a lot of stuff coming out there. Definitely appreciate everybody supporting that too. So a lot of jersey talk, people. We got more. And the 26 NFL season is going to start. That means I got to do my uniform preview. We don't actually talk about who's going to win the division and whatever. We don't care about that on the channel. It's which teams are getting some new uniforms, and we're going to see which ones are the better ones. Spoiler alert, it's not the Bills Nickel City ones. Those are god-awful.
Boo!
Look like Pepsi cans.
Yeah.
Pepsi cans. Yep, they do.
Yeah, they do. The red, and also confirmed though the Bills are wearing their red helmets on Christmas, doing the red pants, red helmet, white jersey, pants, and red socks. So
Hope they play the Packers.
I think that's it's the Broncos Bills.
Oh, the Packers in green would have been nice.
I think it's the Broncos are wearing their all midnight navy look, by the way, too. I look at the uniform schedule for every team. So we're excited for it. So,
Dillon, out of bounds. You got any news there, or are we still waiting?
We are confirming schedule this week. So once the schedule is confirmed, we will drop it for everyone to know. It's either going to be next week or the week after. It will be before week 1. We will have our first show to break down our predictions for the season and to talk all things NFL. So be on the lookout for that.
Wesley said, Broncos beat the piss out of you because Bo Nix is an A-tier quarterback. He's still mad about that Bo Nix take.
Who said that? You
about
said
being
that?
an A-tier quarterback?
Yeah, remember when we did the rankings, you and I?
I didn't look. Do we have him as A-tier?
I think no, we didn't have him as A-tier.
What do we have him as? Let me see.
We had Caleb Williams as A-tier, and he hated that.
A-tier.
We had S-tier as Josh Allen. A-tier was Patty, Lamar, Joe Burrow, and Matt Stafford.
Oh, for the love of God, what has Josh Allen done to be an S-tier quarterback?
B-tier was Drake May.
Fonz, he's the best in the league.
Drake May, Dak,
no
Justin,
rings, no MVPs.
Caleb,
He does have an MVP.
Yeah,
Jaden,
throwaway one.
and Baker.
Robbed.
Oh, Bo Nix was C. That's why.
It was a participation MVP. It doesn't count on my personal record book.
That's why.
Dan, appreciate the love, buddy. Thank you. So yeah, stay tuned for some out of bounds news on JDF. Follow Fonz at Fonz Talks Jersey on Instagram and on YouTube. He's got a lot of really good content over there. And yeah, we're continuing to roll here. We're going right into the season. I think next week I might be joined by Tyrell. No big spoilers there, but we might be doing like a Fantasy Egos episode. So maybe we'll get the boys involved there, talk some fantasy football, help everyone out with their drafts. Big draft weekend coming up. You have your drafts this weekend. Good luck. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Keep rocking with us. We're gonna be putting out more content. We're gonna be full swing into the NFL season with Out of Bounds and whatever I'm gonna be doing. I'm still figuring out. And Dillon, you and I are gonna play some games soon.
Yeah, for sure. We need a game night.
Fonz, you got to get the PS5 all updated.
What, for GTA 6?
Oh.
I mean, I think that's.
Have you guys been following this leak thing at all?
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit.
Okay, so I'll stay a quick second. I just did a bunch of research on it. So basically what happened was this dude managed to get his hands on a copy of GTA. It's allegedly not the full game, but now I'm wondering it might be the full game.
I think it is because I'll let you.
So what happened was there was like some dude on Twitter who like had access to it, and then suddenly this Leak guy got access. So there's a rumor that there's a third party involved, and Leak is just the guy that's pushing it, and there's actually another hacker group that's behind it. But this guy Leak has been playing it, and he's putting out all these clips. The game looks awesome. Don't watch too much because you really should experience yourself, but I think it's going to be the game we all think it is.
Yeah.
But people were questioning, is it AI? Is it fake? Then he puts out this video where he takes an AK and he shoots LEEK on the side of a building. So now you know that like it's actually somebody playing. There's a video of a helicopter or a plane flying over. There's, video of him robbing a convenience store, him stealing a car, him driving around. There's like 6 or 7 videos out there. And then it like progresses, and now he's like threatening. So what he did was he created a cryptocurrency where if you invest in this cryptocurrency, if it got up to $1 million, he would put out another leak. And people did it. They bought into this cryptocurrency. Then he burned all the money and was like, it's not about this. It's not about the money. He's trying to do it because big gaming companies are getting rid of the resale of games. So they want you to buy this digital copy. You never actually own the game. When you buy a retail copy, you physically own a copy of the game. They could essentially just say, hey, we're shutting down all servers and take the game offline, and you'll lost your money. You'll never be able to play it again. So as gamers, we don't actually own copies of the game. We buy them digitally. So that's a big part of it. The other part is like when they do pre-sales, like pre-orders of games, it's for nothing because you're going to get guaranteed that game. You have no need to pre-sale it, but people buy it, and then it doesn't force the gaming companies to make a good game. They can pre-sale it.
I understand the pre-sale a little bit from a gaming perspective because you get to download it before the game actually
you get maybe
goes
a
online.
DLC.
And you can absolutely, yeah. So
yeah, I agree with you 100%. So the issue is that this guy's pissed about it. He wants gamer rights, and he's trying to make this whole publicity stunt. So Rockstar and Take-Two have said nothing. All they did was they sent subpoenas to Discord and Windows because this guy's playing on an Xbox. So they want to find out where his IP address is. So they want Xbox or Windows to get involved, Microsoft to get involved, figure out where he lives. And then Discord, I guess he has a Discord channel where he's like doing all this stuff, and it's a whole team of hackers. So they sent a subpoena. They actually just made a statement saying how terrible this is.
I was gonna say, yeah, I saw that they posted, so that confirms that the leaks are
real.
Yeah.
So what he's doing now, he's actually threatening to start releasing storyline missions. And so for anyone who's followed GTA 6, the premise is that it's a Bonnie and Clyde. It's a guy, I think his name's like Jason or Justin or something.
Jason Duval.
Jason Duval, and then Lucia is his like girlfriend. All the clips have been Jason. You haven't seen Lucia at all. I guess that when they allegedly, he threatened that he's going to leak Lucia gameplay, and I guess it's going to spoil the big thing that GTA 6 has been hiding. Now, GTA has not put out anything. There's no gameplay footage. Conveniently, tomorrow, Netflix is doing a release of GTA gameplay footage that Rockstar has set up. But this guy's like, I'm going to put out storyline missions and cutscenes. You're going to see Lucia play, which I guess is like a big spoiler. There's been some pretty intense stuff. They did a strip club, and like it's the girls twerking and their titties
I didn't
are
watch
out.
it.
Yeah, and then he did one where he went to there's a nudist colony in the game, and everyone's naked, and there's full dong, vag, everything's hanging out, and he like shoots everyone up.
And there's another one. He goes to a game store, and you can actually buy earbuds, and you can put them in. You can listen to like music, like you know how you listen to music in the car. And when you get out, the music stops. You can actually put earbuds in the game and listen to like the radio on your phone.
Another cool thing about that is that you know how when you play GTA, the map's always in the bottom. Unless you buy a cell phone and get a GPS app, the map doesn't show up. and your car that you're driving needs to have a GPS in it to see the map where you're going.
And the
Cool.
gas. And the
You also
gas-
need to get gas.
Yeah, no, that's gonna bother me. That's
But
gonna bother me.
it's immersive, so I'm excited about it. But yeah, you struck a nerve there. I've been like really into it because
I've been
so excited for GTA for years.
Yeah, and like I got it my freshman year of college. GTA 5 is crazy to think about. Like now I'm 31.
And it's come with how many generations too?
I started with GTA Vice City
So good,
Oh,
yeah. I started with
Oh,
GTA
yeah,
3.
I started with
a long time ago.
Vice City. You know, so GTA 5 was on 360, PS3, then it went to PS4, Xbox One, then PC, and then PS5, Xbox Series. And then they had another version, the enhanced version of it too, which is, you know, still a great game. I still play it from time to
Phenomenal.
time. Still fun.
And that's why I think like Rockstar has done enough to earn our trust. Like I don't know if anyone's ever played Red Dead Redemption 2. It's honestly
fun.
one of the best games I've ever played
It's
in my whole
fun.
life.
But I'm upset with GTA with Rockstar one thing because they had so much potential DLC to do for GTA 5, but they never did it. They put it all on GTA Online for money.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really
They gave everything away for free.
Well,
Actually,
it's
all their
starting out
DLC
first-
was free.
It's starting out first as single player, right?
Yeah.
GTA 6, and then they're going to be starting to do online stuff afterwards.
There was a
Well-
rumor that, yes, that's correct. There's also a rumor, so like PC players aren't going to get it for a year. So I've
Good.
actually
They're gonna ruin
kept,
good. They're gonna ruin the game, honestly.
I've kept
Yeah.
my PS5 for that reason because I'm a PC gamer, but I have a PlayStation.
We get it, dude.
And there's a rumor that PC might get it too. So I don't know. Maybe we'll find out some more stuff tomorrow.
I'm gonna get it on my Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah, you got it on your Nintendo Switch. But yeah, that game comes out. I think it's the 19th of November, and I am just so amped for it.
It's very soon.
So yeah, that's all I got.
If
But
you pre-order it, you get a physical, which is just the game case. They just mail you a code, and you can download the code 2 days before it comes out, so it can start installing in your hard drive.
yeah,
which
it's
is
like
stupid.
80 something gigabytes.
I want the
Huge.
case because like I have the GTA. I started playing GTA 4 again, and by the way, the DLC for that was great. Like I have the boxes.
Ballad
for
of
all-
Gay Tony.
Yeah, and Lost and Damned, the motorcycle club one. But like I have the game cases for all of them, even GTA 3 and San Andreas. Like I'm gonna get the case for 6 because I have the other ones, so might as well.
Well, that's the GTA take here on JDF Sports. So my mouse died. I can't turn the stream off, but I'm gonna unplug my mic. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. I'm gonna unplug my mic so I can plug my mouse in, and then I can end the stream. So
This
thank
is
you guys
so
for
funny.
tuning in,
Love
and
it.
everybody have yourselves a great night. We'll see you guys soon.
Can you imagine?
Everybody.
Bye bye.